Okay, but on my way, I'm gonna be doing this. If you get hit, it's your own fault.
Okay, then I'm gonna start kicking air like this. And if any part of you should feel that air, it's your own fault.
Good afternoon, good evening, and good night, everybody. Welcome back to the slowest growing Battlebots podcast in all of creation, the Jack and Mac Miracle Violence Connection. I get top billing this time because it was my birthday the other day. I am your never popular and somewhat hungover host, Jack Finney, and across from me is a man who, honestly, like I said, I'm kind of hungover right now, so I can't be bothered to make colorful descriptors for him this time, Mr. Makon Crayley. How are you doing today?
I'm not hungover because I don't drink. I'm a big, smelly man, a smelly loser. Smelly sober man.
Well, that's as may be, but in this case, yeah, it was my birthday the other day, the big 3-0, so happy birthday to me.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you. And yeah, so as a result, we were a little bit delayed in recording the Battlebots podcast because I did not have as much time to watch this as I would have otherwise had. Because
he was on a big
basically, yeah, I've had a fun weekend. So, but yeah, we come to the penultimate episode of Battlebots Champions in this case. With next week we get the actual Golden Bolt tournament itself, and so now we ring in the finals of the qualifiers. So yeah. Let's kick it off with Claw Viper versus Shatter, the King of Speed, showing its quality once again. Though, you gotta admit, Shatter does actually prove to be a very game opponent until the weapon goes down in this fight, because it nearly gets Claw Viper in tough spots a couple of times. And Kevin actually highlights that in the post-match, that he was actually very scared that Shatter might just manage to snipe one of the slots on top of Claw Viper. But ultimately doesn't happen like that. Great driving showcase for Claw Viper, as we see Kevin dominate in the latter half of the fight after taking control early on, despite Shatter being very game. And, you know, it was great to see the segment afterwards, after the interview as well, repping Grabberbot Nation with Claw Viper.
Yeah, very, very good fight. Shatter's had, a rough go of it, the last, I want to say 2 seasons, but, it managed to get, some very good, shots in this fight, so... Hey, there may be hope for it yet. Yeah,
I mean, never count Shatter out. Shatter isn't a bad machine by any metric. Remember, it made the top 8 a couple of seasons ago.
True. It's just they just haven't been able to put it together for a good while now, and I don't know what they need to do to pull it together, but hopefully they get there.
Yeah, it's been largely bad luck more than anything, just poor draws for them.
True. Luckily for them, for most of this fight, Claw Viper was not able to actually lift him. It was too big, too bulky. It was it's like Hulk Hogan versus Andre the Giant. They just couldn't slam the Giant. But by the end, Claw Viper was able to lift him up and slam him onto the spinny deals.
And a few days later, he passed on.
Wait, no, I mean, Andre survived a few more years, more than a few days.
I know, I'm just doing the Hulkster thing where he,
right.
And Andre died a few days later.
He died a few days later. Look, I was in the Pontiac. I smelled death, brother.
But yeah, Claw Viper, it took a while to be able to get in the position to be able to slam Shatter, and Shatter ended up getting pepper potted. It had so many bites in the top of it, so many bite holes from that lifter. I love that lifter, man.
It's a good lifter.
I love suplex machines. That's why do you think I'm such a big fan of Taz and Scott Steiner and Chris Benoit? So.
True, very true. Yeah,
but yeah, and it was Claw Viper. I cannot wait to see what we see from Claw Viper next season. It's going to be fantastic.
Oh yeah, it's going to start big next season.
Yeah, this is them finally getting it dialed in. Now they know what works. I cannot wait to see how much Kevin is able to refine it next season.
Oh hell yeah!
we genuinely might be looking at a potential champion one day.
Like, it's very, very possible. Like, it could even win next year, like, all things considered.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't counting them out. Like, I don't want to be, like, I don't want to be that guy, but, like, not a lot of people were giving Huge that much of a hope going into this season, and it stormed its way all the way, just barely missing out on winning the title, so...
Yeah, you never know who's going to step up.
Like, we were never naysayers of Huge. We've always liked Huge. We always thought it had the potential to do well. We just knew that it had, like, poor draws. And this year, you know, Huge fucking annihilated everyone.
Yeah.
And Claw Viper had a rough couple of years, but now it's like it's really come into its own. And I really hope that we can see the same thing from them.
Yeah, true.
If they can somehow go all the way to the title in a future season, I will be a very happy man.
So will I. So will I. And you'll also be a very happy man if you see Monsoon make it to the finals.
Oh, absolutely! Like, we absolutely stand Monsoon here, and I've met most of the team of Monsoon as well. I think the only one I haven't met is Tim.
Oh, cool.
So,
well,
and yeah,
maybe you'll meet him.
Wonderful people.
Yeah, maybe,
wonderful people.
Yeah, true. Yeah. So Monsoon versus Gruff. It was a fight.
It's a short but explosive fight, and it's highly entertaining. Gruff's early lift was absolutely insane, just fucking picking up Monsoon and slamming it. But you know how quick it went down here is a testament to the power of Monsoon, because we know how tough Gruff is.
Yep.
And Monsoon annihilated it.
It not only annihilated it, it made it like straight up cats on fire. Yet another fire. Go figure.
Yeah. Like, Gruff and fire go hand in hand, but not like that. So,
You got a taste of its own medicine.
Now, granted, it's not the only time that we've seen Monsoon go up and Monsoon hit.
It's not the last time we've seen Monsoon and fire together.
Yeah, and it's not the first time that we've seen Gruff go up in flames like that. Like, we've seen Gruff get exploded before by Witch Doctor, but you know,
yeah.
That's still an incredibly impressive achievement and a testament to how powerful Monsoon has become.
Oh,
I cannot wait to see what Monsoon is able to bring in the future.
Absolutely, I really hope they come back next season.
Do you feel like this might be the last that we see of Gruff?
That's a good question. Like, honestly, no. Gruff went winless this season, aside from over Ripperoni, and that was when Ripperoni was still getting dialed in. Yeah, like, honestly, I don't think it's gonna be the end of Gruff, but, like, they're close to it, I think. I think they'll be back next season, but, like, if they can't get something going, then, like, they might not come back, but who knows?
I feel like this might be the situation where this might be the last we see of Gruff as a legitimate championship contender.
Probably, yeah. I mean, like, in that sense, yeah, probably.
I feel like Gruff is a great robot in its own right, but I feel like the game has passed it by, unfortunately.
Yeah. But then again, So?
We did see a resurgence with the flamethrowers in more recent times and everything in the last few years, but it's like at this point a largely flame-based robot doesn't seem to be that viable anymore.
Yeah,
in this kind of field.
Yeah, you need to be paired with like another quality weapon. And like,
but yeah,
the lifter like isn't really. I mean, it does a little bit, but like it doesn't really do it that much.
Still, it is what it is, and yeah, Monsoon goes marching on. Up next, the reigning Rookie of the Year versus the former Rookie of the Year, Ripperoni versus Glitch. It's a great fight on paper, less so in practice. A brief feeling out, and then Ripperoni gets behind Glitch and just knocks it into the corner and tears it apart, and that's all she wrote.
Yep.
It's a match.
There's really not much to say about this fight. Like, what the hell happened to Glitch?
I guess you could say it. I think I see what happened here. Like, obviously, some genius had the bright idea to actually throw a Pokeball at the missing No, catch it, and then save.
Ah, yes, true. They wanted that master. They wanted all those infinite Master Balls, but instead they get a disappointing robot.
They get they get water gun twice, but inside the robot rather than in its moveset.
Yeah, this fight was bad.
Guys, stop booing me. I'm hungover.
Oh man. Yeah, no, this fight was, it was bad. Like, it was just, because Glitch literally stopped working. It just stopped working.
Yeah, it has a glitch at this point. I am excited to see what Glitch does next season because I want to see them come back from this. But yeah, they're really going to have to show up next season because, like, 0-5.
0-5.
Yikes.
Yeah, because, like, even when it was winning, it wasn't performing that well.
After previously going 7-1 as well.
Yes. Like, I do hope they can, like, dial it in. Like, they could figure out what's going on. But oh. Up next, Star Child versus the Hypersock.
Yes. Alex Bale's taking the wheel for this episode, and on paper, Hypershock definitely the heavy favorite, which, you know, it lives up to. You've got to give Star Child credit where it's due, though. They managed to, Brandon managed to land a great hit at the start on Hypershock.
Oh, yeah, very, very good hit. Unfortunately, it was the only hit.
Yeah, after that, it was all Hypershock. Hypershock loses its weapon at one point, but, you know, like, does enough damage to Star Child's wheels to be able to comfortably cruise to a victory by controlling throughout the rest of the fight. Poor Brandon.
Look, I mean, like, it was worth a try, honestly. Like, if you're gonna, like, it's always worth, like, trying something new. Even if it doesn't work out, like, it's worth the attempt.
And you got to remember, this is a scaled-up version of what was originally a beetle weight as well.
Yeah,
so...
true. Like, sometimes that doesn't always work. And, like,
yeah.
Well, I mean, like, maybe eventually, like, if he can figure it out, but, yeah, who knows?
Well, you know who else was a scaled-up version of a beetle weight that did really, really badly and then came back super strong was Shred It Bro.
True.
We wrote Shred It Bro off, and then look what happened with Shred It Bro. So, you know, Star Child, who knows? I really want to see it show up in a future season, and I hope that it can have a similar glow up.
I mean, hopefully, like, it'll probably be harder for it to glow up, considering, like, how much finesse you need to, like, win with it.
With a flak bot, yeah.
Yeah. But, I mean, who knows? You never know in the sport.
I mean, I'm always down for another meta buster, so yeah. Anyway, also, Alex Bales did very, very well behind the scenes of this episode, so yeah.
Yeah, like, he was, like, very good the entire show. As fucking shown in this very next fight is Hypersock and Claw Viper.
Ah, yes, the big rematch. Sadly for Kevin, the result doesn't change, but oh my god, it's such a nail biter in this fight.
He came close.
I'm saying it right now, this was fight of the night. This was the best fight of the entire episode, and it's one of the best fights of the entire season.
Absolutely.
Like, it's awesome.
Yeah, like okay, so,
fantastic.
Yeah, straight out of the gate, like, Claw Viper loses, like, the tip of their, like, claw. They got circumcised. And then, but even with that, they still maintain control for, like, the entire first half of the fight.
Oh, yes. Claw Viper gives an absolutely fierce showing, like, just dominating the early going of the fight, even after losing the tip of its weapon, just putting on a masterclass in driving. And it seems at one point, like, when he manages to get Hypershock up onto the shelf, and it looks like the goose is cooked for Hypershock at that point, but Alex manages to come back and changes gear at that point and stops trying to chase Claw Viper and instead lets Claw Viper come to her. And that's where the tide of the battle turns, and Hypershock starts to take control at that point, landing big hit after big hit. Fierce fight back still from Claw Viper in that instance, but you can see, like, the damage starting to mount up. The rest of the weapon basically gets torn off at that point. But, you know, like, still going all the way to the end, albeit noticeably limping by the end.
Yeah, end on fire.
Claw Viper actually goes up in flames right as the buzzer goes as well.
That's two robots that catch on fire this episode.
Yeah, it goes to a judge's decision. It's a unanimous victory for Hypershock, as it should be in that instance. But oh my god, such a fantastic fight! And you could honestly, before if it hadn't gone up in flames, you could have made a case. You could have made a case for Claw Viper to have won that fight as well.
Oh, absolutely! Like it was razor thin.
Yeah, and that's a testament to just how far that robot has come, and also. Yeah, again, great showing from Alex Bell. She did some masterful tactician work in this fight to be able to overcome that, to be able to overcome the odds and come back so strongly to win the fight too.
Yeah, like amazing performance.
Oh yeah, great fight of the night easily.
Yep.
So yeah.
Hell yeah.
Do we have anything else we want to say at this before we move on?
No. I think we can easily move on to Monsoon versus Ripperoni.
Ah, yes, the Battle of the Monsterverts, and we get an immediate weapon-to-weapon with Monsoon getting the better of it early on, but things change when Monsoon ends up getting an internal fire. Of course, you know, like the weapon spins fast enough that it's able to put it out, but after that, we see them both experience some major mobility issues, and ultimately, Rip is the one that lands the kill shot, puts Monsoon on its head, and from there, count it out.
Yep. Like, this was straight up just a battle of, like, trying to get that one big hit, and it was Ripperoni who got it this time.
Yeah, and, you know, it was a fun fight. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, it was a nice sprint fight.
Oh, yes, definitely. And, yeah, Ripperoni goes cruising on to the finals, and... Yeah.
Like, Ripperoni
to Monsoon at the hands of Ripperoni.
And now for our main event, it is Hypershock versus Ripperoni. You
might call it the main course.
True.
See, it works because course is in food, and also course is in race course, and Hypershock is modeled on a race car. And Ripperoni comes out on top of a race car because we get a nice little cameo from our boy P1.
Ah, yes, indeed.
Ah, yes, Return of the King. We love P1 here.
Ah, yeah, P1. You have retired in peace, and now you have. The P1's basically like the bad luck ballet of for Ripperoni. Just carrying him on his shoulder.
Putting the whole team on his back.
Yep. Okay, so before the fight, we have, like, a backstage, like, not a backstage, but, like, a pre-fight, like, they show the pits, like, of, like, how both robots are doing. Like, Hypershock's fine, but Ripperoni is not in great shape. Like, they're running out of parts, and the frame is jacked up to all hell. Like, they have welded it, like, so fucking much that, like, it could fall apart at any moment.
Yes, it's very much a straw that breaks the camel's back situation potentially lined up.
Exactly. And this fight, I mean, well, it kind of proves it like a little bit.
Now, Homer, don't you eat this pie.
Jack, so what do you like on pizza? Do you like pepperoni?
I do.
Do you like pineapple?
I do, actually, yes.
You fucking heathen. Do you like...
Oh, man, I will forever stand pineapple on pizza. Sweet and salty is the bomb.
I mean...
Okay? Pineapple and anchovies.
Okay.
And I know a lot of people will...
Wait, what?
Pineapple and anchovies. You got the sweetness of the pineapple, the saltiness of the anchovies.
You are a fucker. You know that?
Mac, you don't even have sauce on your pizza.
Well, Jack, how about crab? Do you like crab on your pizza?
I think this fight goes to show that I do not like crab.
Oh, there we go, because this was a 3-minute crab walking battle.
Yeah. It was unfortunate that this episode would end with a whimper rather than a bang.
Yeah, like... I mean, we got some decent hits in it, but, like... It was 3 minutes of crab walking and not much else. Ripperoni wins. Our guys win.
Hell yeah! Thank you, friends of the podcast. We stand you forever.
Yep. It's very unfortunate that this had to be how, like, this fight had to go down for you. Like, because on paper, this fight should be amazing.
Yeah, I have it written down in my notes. Super fight on paper, not in practice. It's unfortunate that this is how it worked out, but hopefully we'll get to see this fight again in the future when Ripperoni isn't limping along on a wing and a prayer.
Yeah, like, I would love for this to be, like, their first fight of next season. Like, just get the proper, rematch.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Yeah. And, yeah, like, obviously not much else to say for this, kind of a middling episode. Like, one incredible fight, but, like, everything else is, like, either fine or, like, eh.
But with this, we move on to the actual Golden Bolt tournament itself.
Oh,
we get
yes.
the big resolution next week.
Yes, let us have a look at the lineup as I find the lineup because I closed the video. Oh god, hang on, just give me a second. You're probably gonna hear the sound of the episode. There we go. Okay, let me find the thing. Very professional. Okay. Oh wait, do we have to? Ah, here we go. Okay, so here is the lineup for the episode for the championships. We have Free Shipping versus Endgame. That should be a fun one. We have Jackpot versus Whiplash.
Ah, yes.
We have the Shreddit Bro versus the Sawblaze.
Ooh.
Very, very tough pairing for him.
Yeah.
And we have Tantrum versus Ripperoni.
Ah, yes.
These
Quite the lineup.
Yeah, these should be incredible fights.
Well, fingers crossed. I hope that those words don't come back to haunt you, truly.
Wait, what?
Oh, you know, just like I hope that it next week doesn't prove to be a disappointment or anything like that. You know.
Yeah, I hope. Yeah, I mean, like, it's the finals. Like, I'm sure, whatever we get, like, cause like, oh, actually, yeah, you know what? Like, the past few episodes have been kind of disappointing. So, like, you just have to hope. You just have to hope.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's time for the awards.
Okay, so fight of the night, we're just immediately going to give to Claw Viper versus Hypershock, because that was a fucking awesome event.
Of course,
awesome
of course.
Fight.
Incredible fight, like, both sides looking great. And we may as well, right now, give losing effort to Claw Viper.
Yes, yeah, best performance in a losing effort. That was razor thin.
Like, Claw Viper, super close to winning.
Best striker, I think, actually should go to Alex Bales for this episode.
I agree with that. I also think... I kind of think we should also give her to Spike Dudley, because this was her first time, like, driving on Battlebots.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm down for that. So, congratulations to the Hypershock team on your multiple awards this episode.
Yeah. Like,
and to Alex Bales for performing so well in her first outing.
Yeah, they cleaned up hard here. And
oh, yeah.
And knockout of the night. I think it should go to Monsoon versus Gruff.
Yep, I'm down for that, because we saw Gruff go up in smoke as a result of that big hit, so totally down for that.
Oh, hell yeah.
Any of the other knockouts weren't particularly impressive the episode. No offense to anybody, of course, but yeah.
Yeah, because, like, I mean, like, Ripperoni versus Glitz, like, the hit to knock him out was good. It was just, like, I guess not
it wasn't memorable.
Yeah, it wasn't memorable. Like, any other fights, yeah. Okay. Yeah. There we go.
With that, we come to our off-topic segment of the week. Matt, do you have anything you want to talk about?
No, I don't. I actually don't. Like, I don't really have much going on at the moment.
Well, hopefully you'll be able to talk about V for Vendetta next time, so yeah.
I mean, maybe I'll give it a watch.
excellent. I finished Baldur's Gate 3 and
Oh,
10 out of 10.
oh, nice.
Yeah, I finally finished it. I sank nearly 200 hours into the game. That's just on my first playthrough as well. I've already started a second playthrough.
Oh, nice.
It
nice.
is sensational. It is honestly like. Is it better than Baldur's Gate 2? That depends on your point of view.
Okay.
It's a 1A, 1B situation.
Okay, fair enough.
Is it a worthy successor to Baldur's Gate 2? Yes, abso-fucking-lutely. It is a game that is absolutely an example of doing everything right.
That is
Like,
incredible.
like plot, gameplay, characters, design, world building, lore. It's one. The soundtrack as well. The soundtrack is fucking amazing. It's a phenomenal game. Everybody should play it. But I've already discussed the game at length with Boo. So yeah.
Yeah. Like I have yet to properly play it, so I don't have much to add.
Oh, dude, you should.
I will.
I look forward to discussing it with you in the future.
Of course. And I guess that's it for this episode. We really don't have much going on this week.
Okay, so with that, take it easy, everybody. We will see you next week for the grand finale.
Yes, hopefully Zach will be much less hungover for that episode.
Well, I mean, I've got to go to the dentist next weekend, so yeah, most likely.
Yes, they'll wash your mouth out with whiskey.
All right, take it easy, everybody. We love you.
Yeah,
Have a good one.
Catch you later.